week, we discuss about some important topics on how we can improve and transform our life. In this series, today we have a guest who has given her whole life for this purpose on transforming the family relationship, the relationship between spouse, the relationship, all the relationship, whatever you can call a total transformation experience for the life. A person which so much of love, compassion, humanity, and I cannot tell the achievements of her. And let's welcome Miss Veena Shrikant. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Ma'am, you are on mute. One second. Yes, yes, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ravi, for this description of me. I hope I will be fulfilling everybody's expectations of me. Ravi has set very high standards.
No
Thank
worries.
you, and I am honored to be here to share with
Yes,
all of you whatever has been uh, my experiences, and if you can take back something from there. Yes, Ravi.
yes, yes. So, ma'am, first of all, thank you for joining here and giving your precious time. I know you are such a busy person, and we are coordinating, I guess, from last 1 or 2 months to get your slot for today for Sunday 7:30 p.m. So I wanted to make it live. I do not want it to record. That's why, so that people can ask the questions also, and just to tell you to all the people, we are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube as well. So all the people on these platforms are also watching live. So I wanted to create a live environment where people can ask the questions directly and can get the solution, get some little bit of nuggets of your wisdom and information and insight so that they can transform their life. Okay. Thanks so much, and thanks to all the people who have joined today and on this Sunday 7:30 p.m. because you could have done million of things, but you are here. That means you wanted to do something and want to transform your life. And thanks a lot. Thanks for being here. So, Veena ma'am, first of all,
Ji.
I want to know your introduction. I have given my introduction on my like I have given your introduction on my behalf, like but वो थोड़ा बहुत कम है. तो आप थोड़ा सा प्लीज इसको और डिटेल में बताइए. What are you doing? Why are you doing? And how it started?
Okay. Namaskar and thank you everybody for being here. And as Ravi said it, that of all 10,000 things you could have been doing, you are here. So I
Yes.
personally welcome Pawan Kumar Tripathi ji, Santosh Chaudhary ji, Urvashi Punjabi, Dr. Manisha Kaparnis, Shireen, Nilima Jadhav, Mr. Rajesh Kapila, Rajeshwari, Seema Gulati ji and Neeta Surendra Mohan. And of course, Ravi ji. Thank you very much for being here. And clinical hypnotherapy यानी सम्मोह चिकित्सा, जिसको हिंदी में जिसे सम्मोह चिकित्सा कहते हैं. And I would like to know from you that are you all comfortable only in English or Hindi English is better for you? You can put it in the chat. If both the if it is both. Hi Deepika, welcome.
Yeah, ma'am, it can be English. So
It can
we
be
have
both.
a
Yes,
mixed audience.
Rajesh,
Yeah.
I got you. Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
thank you, Shri, for your inputs. And my mother is also here, so welcome, Mummy. And so about myself, I am into this work of clinical hypnotherapy for the last 19 years. पिछले
Wow.
19 साल से मैं इस work में हूँ. And I'm ex-lecturer in commerce. So my entry into clinical hypnotherapy happened where due to some medical conditions, doctors had put me on steroids.
Oh.
And they had told me lifelong I'll be on steroids because this is what they know best. They will taper the dose and they will see the results. Like it
Okay.
was not conclusive.
Yes.
I had a skin allergy called urticaria. The doctors over here know what urticaria is. So
Okay.
from there on, and I told the doctor point blank, I said, I am not the guinea pig. If this is not
Hmm.
the solution, this is not
Hmm.
what I am going to do.
Hmm.
And then from there on, the search began as to what else is possible because the allergies were so severe
Hmm.
that I had absolutely no control as to how and when they will flare up. And
Hmm.
in that search, I went from, I started doing yoga.
Hmm.
Then I went towards Ayurvedic medicine,
Hmm.
homeopathy. I did quantum healing, Dr. Deepak
Wow.
Chopra's course. And then it was after 6 years that I
Hmm.
got into hypnotherapy, and that was by chance. But as I know it, it was the synchronicity. And how I got into this was that
Hmm.
in 2001, I had read the book by Dr. Brian Weiss, Many Lives, Many Masters. And I was
Hmm.
intrigued by that, कि क्या होता है,
Hmm.
past lives क्या होता है, और
Hmm.
hypnotherapy क्या है. And then when
Hmm.
in 2006, I got into the course,
Hmm.
is where I started getting the answers to many things about my own life. And then over a period of time, I have done numerous courses, but the entry to those courses was not to get any degree or certificate.
Hmm.
The search for who am I, मैं हूं क्या, यानी अगर
Yes.
मुझे शरीर मिला है और अगर
Yes.
मुझे ये मेरे दिमाग में कुछ चल रहा है, तो
Yes.
इसका पर्पस क्या है, यानी क्या हम सिर्फ पैदा होके कठपुतली की तरह जी के और मरने के लिए आए हैं या इससे भी कुछ बड़ा पर्पस है. And that
Yes.
took me to various courses wherein I
Hmm.
specialize. I am the international trainer for past life regression with Tasso
Wow.
Netherlands. Yeah. And I also specialize in inner child work, which I have done
Okay.
with Trisha Catano from USA over a
Okay.
period of 2 years. Very intense course. And I also specialize in family constellation practices. It is a
Okay.
family system approach by Dr. Bert Hellinger from Germany. And
Okay.
then there are many more. Another one of them is by Dr. Arkady Petrov, Organ Regeneration. And again, a
Wow.
very, very powerful course. He is a scientist from Russia. And
Ma'am, I understood that
Ji,
you have done so many courses. I completely understand. Ma'am, आप ये बताइए, like to tell me one thing. If a
Ji,
simple man who is watching, common man who don't know all these courses,
Ji.
so this is for them. It will be a sine cos theta, like a
Yes,
trigonometry, right?
exactly. Ji.
What you are doing, you are what I know that you are healing the people through various modalities,
Yeah.
right?
Ji.
Why you are healing? What is the purpose? What
Thank
is
you,
the
Ravi.
main
Thank you.
the purpose and the objective of you choose this profession?
Lovely. Very, very good question, Ravi. Thank you for asking this question. And everybody, I would like to tell you, this is just happening extempore. मैंने रवि से पूछा था कि आप मुझसे क्या क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे, बोले मैम मैं कुछ नहीं बताऊंगा, आपको सीधा वहीं पे जाके और डायरेक्ट बात करनी है. सो आई एम ग्रेटफुल फॉर दैट रवि. मैं ये काम एंड वेरी हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट टू एवरीबडी, आपने इतना सारा टाइम निकाला है और आप यहाँ पर हमारे साथ में जुड़े हैं. माई हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट टू यू इज इफ यू वांट टू गेट 100% आउट ऑफ दिस, प्लीज कीप योर स्क्रीन्स ऑन, keep your videos on, because it
Yes.
feels great to talk to the human faces and not to the blank screens or the names written on them. Thank you, Neeta. Thank you so much and love you. I know you are very busy. So, so मैं इस काम में क्यों हूं और कैसे जुड़ी हुई हूं.
Yes.
जब मेरी एलर्जीज का रिजल्ट मुझे मिलना शुरू हुआ, एंड इट रवि इट इज नॉट ओवरनाइट,
Yes. I
because the
know.
allergies were so deep. And
Hmm.
as I was healing them, that is where I learned Gestalt therapy also, very powerful
Okay.
course by GL Sampurna. और जहां पर मेरी लाइफ में जो कुछ घटित हुआ था,
Hmm.
उसका एक एक पीस ऑफ द पजल वाज फिटिंग इनटू द प्लेस, जिक्सा pieces,
Yes.
and I was
Yes.
discovering, oh, this thing happened, this has
Hmm.
been the impact on it, this thing happened,
Hmm.
this has, this is the way I can heal myself. क्योंकि वो
Hmm.
थेरेपीज जो थी, जो थेरेप्यूटिक मोडालिटीज थी, उनसे मुझे सॉल्यूशंस मिलते गए, क्योंकि वो करने के बाद में एलर्जिक रिएक्शंस कम होते चले गए.
ओके।
फिर एक समय आया जहां पे एलर्जीज ने मुझे टाटा बाय बाय किया, और अब मुझे पता था कि अगर मैं अपने आप को समझकर अपने आप को हील कर सकती हूं, तो ये पॉसिबिलिटी दुनिया के हर एक इंसान के पास में है। एंड फ्रॉम देयर ऑन इट बिकेम माई पर्पस, इट बिकेम माई मिशन। मैं ज्ञान बांटने की बात भी नहीं करती हूं, मैं कहती हूं कि खुद को पहचानिए, बिकॉज क्लिनिकल, इट इज क्लिनिकल हिप्नोथेरेपी। I would like to explain what is clinical hypnotherapy.
And
Would you?
just to sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but people have very misconceptions about clinical hypnotherapy. People feel कि, oh, you are going to a clinical hypnotherapist, okay, so you are you mental, are you having some problem, are you having some this. So we want to, from today's session, my intention of having this session and having you on this session is, I
जी,
want to bust those myths that no, it is perfectly fine. Even a normal person can also go to a clinical hypnotherapist and can literally transform their life. So please,
exactly. Thank you.
reveal some, shed some more light on this aspect also.
Yes, thank you for asking, Ravi. In India, especially, there are lots of myths related to hypnosis.
Yes,
क्योंकि हमने जो हिप्नोसिस को देखा है, आप मुझे बताइए आपकी समझ से हिप्नोसिस क्या है या हिप्नोथेरेपी क्या है?
yes. So we
यानी
have
what is
this.
hypnosis?
Yes, we have this faint idea that someone will do like pendulum like this, and then they can make their own like okay, you want to do this, so you are a monkey from now. So they will start to behaving like a monkey. So whatever we have seen in the films in the earlier time, we
जी,
have only know, and that's why people are very much scared about this hypnosis
एग्जैक्टली।
and all that.
तो इसीलिए मुझे जब कहा गया कि मैम डोंट रेट योर सेल्फ और डोंट नेम योर सेल्फ एज हिप्नोथेरेपिस्ट, बिकॉज
Yes,
लोग भाग जाएंगे, मुझे कहा गया।
yes, yes.
तो मैंने कहा कि जिस चीज से मेरी लाइफ पूरी तरह से बदल गई है,
Hmm.
अगर उसके बारे में कोई भी भ्रांतियां हैं या मिसकॉन्सेप्शन है, मेरी
Hmm.
सबसे पहली जिम्मेदारी है उन भ्रांतियों को दूर करना।
Yes,
सो जो आप कह रहे थे रवि अभी, कि किसी को कहा तू मंकी है और वो मंकी की तरह बिहेव करने लगेगा, दैट इज नोन एज
yes.
ईस्टर्न हिप्नोसिस। इंडिया में उसे
Okay,
तंत्रा कहा जाता है। हम वो
okay.
बिल्कुल नहीं करते हैं, हैं? क्योंकि तंत्रा के माध्यम से दूसरे पर्सन की फैकल्टीज का कंट्रोल, यानी उनके दिमाग का कंट्रोल, तांत्रिक
Yes,
या जो व्यक्ति तंत्रा करता है उसके हाथ में आ जाता है। इसीलिए आपने
yes.
देखा होगा, पीपल आर रॉब्ड ऑफ देयर मनी। उनको कहा जाता है तुम्हारा गोल्ड डबल कर दिया जाएगा या पैसे डबल कर दिया जाएगा, एंड सडनली दे रियलाइज दे डोंट हैव एनीथिंग। सो
Yes,
इंडिया में खास तौर पे एक हिप्नो वर्ड के नाम से बहुत बड़ी मिसकॉन्सेप्शंस हैं। मैं
absolutely.
इस फील्ड में 2006 में आई हूँ रवि। इंडिया में हिप्नोथेरेपी 2002 में आया था, एंड माय गुड लक
Okay.
आई गॉट इट इन 2006। एंड
Okay.
वहां से लेकर आज तक वी आर वेरी हैप्पी दैट द वर्क इज रियली स्प्रेडिंग। क्यों? क्योंकि उससे जो रिजल्ट्स मिल रहे हैं
Hmm.
वो बहुत मिरेकुलस भी हैं। मेरे खुद के कुछ बहुत सारे ब्रेक थ्रू केसेस हैं जो आपको
Yes.
यूट्यूब पर भी मिलेंगे, जिसके मैं बाद में शेयर कर
Can
सकती
you
हूँ।
can you can you narrate one case study, ma'am?
या सो
Simple, 30
जी,
second.
ओके, 20 सेकेंड।
No, no, just brief short summary. Like we don't want to
या
have the detail.
सो
Just
सो तो ये जो पर्सन है, इनका इनका
yes,
प्रॉब्लम था फुट ड्रॉप। फुट ड्रॉप का मतलब था थोड़ा सा आगे चलते थे और फिर उनका पैर मुड़ता था और वो गिर जाते थे, और वो
okay,
21 साल की प्रॉब्लम थी। वो मेरे पास में अपने बेटे को लेकर आए थे क्योंकि उनका बेटा हाइपर एक्टिव था, बट मैंने देखा कि वो आर्टिफिशियल, वो पूरा फुट सपोर्ट पहना हुआ है, ट्रायंगुलर स्टिक के साथ में है। तो मैंने बोला आपको, आप तो इसमें से निकल सकते हैं। और
hmm.
मैंने उनके सिर्फ 5 या 6 सेशन लिए थे रवि। उनका
Only 5 and 6.
टेस्टिमोनियल, जस्ट दैट। और उसके बाद में मतलब वो फिर सेशन में से, वो तो तीसरे सेशन के बाद में ही वो आए, वो बोले और सीधा खड़े हो गए। वो कहते हैं मैम आज सुबह मैं उठा तो मैं ऐसे चलो, आई सेड होल्ड ऑन होल्ड ऑन होल्ड ऑन, परेश जी क्या मैं आपका वीडियो ले सकती हूँ? क्योंकि उस समय तक
Yeah,
टेस्टिमोनियल की बात ही नहीं हुई थी। मैं इतनी
yes,
एक्साइटेड हो गई। तो वहां से
yes,
उन्होंने बाकी बचा हुआ जो रेजिडुअल उनका इम्पैक्ट था लाइफ में, एंड ऑफ कोर्स
yes.
उनके केस में कुछ पास्ट लाइफ्स भी इन्वॉल्व थी, जहां
Okay,
से कुछ इंप्रेशंस आ रहे थे, हमने उस पर भी काम किया। तो
okay.
वो करते हुए एंड देन ही इज लिविंग ए एब्सोल्युटली फ्री लाइफ। और आप अगर यूट्यूब पर जाएंगे, आप उसमें फुट ड्रॉप केस बाय वीना श्रीकांत अगर आप गूगल करेंगे, यू विल गेट दैट केस ऑन द यूट्यूब।
ओके,
जी।
श्योर
जी,
श्योर।
परेश संघवी नाम है उनका, उन्होंने मुझे परमिशन दी थी इसलिए मैं उनका नाम ले रही हूँ। नॉर्मली हम अपने क्लाइंट्स का नाम नहीं लेते हैं, बट वो
यस,
यूट्यूब पे
राइट।
उनका केस है इसलिए मैं नाम लेकर बता रही हूँ। सो दिस
ओके
इज वन ऑफ द केसेस, रवि। या।
ओके ओके,
जी।
ठीक है।
जी।
सो
अगर आप चाहें तो मेरे पास तो हजारों केसेस हैं।
सो
यस, थैंक यू वेरी मच। जी।
guys, we don't want to be a monologue between both of us, me and Veena ma'am. So if you have any questions, any issues, anything, you can ask in the chat box and then we can spotlight you. Otherwise, we can continue our discussion. So, Veena ma'am, again, most of our audience who is watching this show is a busy working professionals
जी।
who always continue to procrastinate. We don't have power, we don't have time, we don't have money. We always look at glass half empty, not at glass half full. And we feel that there is so much of office politics. Spouse is not listening to me, either male or either female. It is the either male is having problem, either the female. So both of the spouses having some of the issues. Either kids are not listening, either parents are not listening. So there are so many issues. According to you, what can be one or two or three simple steps or remedies we can implement in the life so that they can improve and transform the life?
थैंक यू रवि, थैंक यू फॉर आस्किंग दिस। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि व्हाट इज हिप्नोथेरेपी, मैं वो बताना चाहूंगी।
Yes, sure, sure,
हिप्नोथेरेपी
sure.
के लिए आपको थेरेपिस्ट के पास में भी जाना जरूरी नहीं है। दैट इज द गुड
Yes.
न्यूज। व्हाट
Okay.
इज हिप्नोथेरेपी इज, हिप्नोथेरेपी इज वेरी क्लोज टू होम्योपैथी।
Okay.
होम्योपैथी में क्या करते हैं, आप डॉक्टर के पास में जाते हैं तो डॉक्टर
Mm.
आपसे कुछ प्रश्न पूछते हैं। उन
Yes.
प्रश्नों के साथ में पूछते पूछते आप अपने आप को समझ रहे हैं कि मैं ऐसा क्यों बिहेव करता हूं।
Yes.
यानी इसके पीछे मेरी क्या थॉट प्रोसेस है या मेरे क्या लिमिटिंग बिलीव्स हैं, आप अपने आप को समझते हैं और आपकी प्रकृति को समझते हुए डॉक्टर जो हैं आपको मेडिसिन देते हैं। होम्योपैथी के मुकाबले हिप्नोथेरेपी थोड़ी और डीप प्रोसेस है जिसमें आपको कोई
Okay.
एक्सटर्नल एजेंसी दवाई नहीं दे रही है, आप अपने आप को समझते हैं। तो आपने जो कुछ भी मुझसे प्रश्न पूछे हैं, हम में से हर एक को पता होता है कि अगर एक ऑफिस पॉलिटिक्स से मैं इम्पैक्ट हुआ हूं, अगर मेरे स्पाउस के कहने से मैं इम्पैक्ट हुआ हूं, तो मुझे अपने बारे में कैसा लगा।
Yes.
इट इज नॉट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग आउटसाइड ऑफ मी, इट इज
Hmm.
व्हाट आई एम कंक्लूडिंग फ्रॉम दैट सिचुएशन बिकम्स माई ट्रुथ।
My
यानी
reaction, my
जी,
reaction
माई
is the
रिएक्शन,
yes,
एब्सोल्युटली इट इज माई रिएक्शन टू द सिचुएशन, दिस इज नॉट। क्योंकि आप देखेंगे किसी सिचुएशन में चार लोगों के सामने एक घटना होती है, बट चार
yes,
लोगों का रिएक्शन अलग अलग होता है,
absolutely,
बिकॉज वी
totally,
हैव अ रिएक्टिव माइंड।
yes,
ओके। एंड ये जो रिएक्टिव माइंड है, ये कई बार पीछे जो हमारी जिंदगी में हुआ है उन घटनाओं से निर्मित हुआ है।
yes,
तो हमारे अंदर एक डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म है किसी भी
yes,
समय में जहां पर हमें कोई थ्रेट की परसेप्शन होती है। शिरीन,
yes.
आई वुड लाइक टू नो, आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी? वुड यू, कैन यू पुट इट इन द चैट बॉक्स प्लीज? हाय शिरीन, आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी और
Little
वुड
bit.
यू लाइक मी टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी?
Can you speak in English and Hindi? Ji, I can't fully decode it.
Yes. Thank you. I'm
If
glad I
I
asked
can,
you. I will do that, Shireen. Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Yeah. Thank you
Thank
for
you for
being
it.
here. Yeah. Yeah. So it is not what has happened externally. It is what I'm concluding from that situation becomes my story. And my
Hmm.
reaction will be coming from in a given situation. आप देखेंगे between the husband and wife, and because you asked me this, I'm giving you the same example that
Yes.
if if the husband said something
Hmm.
and wife concluded, oh, he thinks that I can't do this.
Hmm.
Okay. And then she may also conclude he doesn't believe me or he doesn't believe
Hmm.
my capabilities.
Hmm.
Okay. And then the reaction of anger may come, or the reaction of sadness may come. She may go inside, she may not
Yes.
talk, right?
Yes.
And now if she stops and next day, let's say she went ahead and asked her husband, why did he say this? Did he mean that she is not capable or she is not good enough? He may say, no, that is not what I meant.
Yes. And 99% problems happens due to this only. Person A says something else and person B is interpreting something else because of
Absolutely.
his roller coaster going on in his mind.
Absolutely. And the reaction to the situations are coming from our past information.
Yes.
How things have impacted us in our growing up years. And from there, what conclusions about ourselves we have drawn.
Yes.
So when we talk about hypnotherapy, let's understand that we have two parts of the mind.
Yes.
One is the conscious mind,
Hmm.
and the other is the subconscious mind.
Hmm.
Conscious mind is only and only 10% of the total mind.
Yes.
Rest 90% is the subconscious mind.
Yes.
And this part of the mind is not only 9 times bigger, it is
Hmm.
million times more powerful than the conscious mind. हमें लगता है कि हम जो कुछ consciously कर रहे हैं, whatever we are doing consciously, we try to control the situation.
Yes.
We try to use logic. We give reason. We use willpower that, okay, last time it did not happen. This time I will behave like this and the other person will behave like this.
Hmm.
But what may turn out is that no matter what the external is saying or doing, what we have stored about ourselves in our subconscious mind, our mind will take on to that information only.
Yes.
Most of the time,
And 95% fights happen due to this because the person A is saying something else and person B is interpreting something else, and they feel that he is not listening to me, he is not understanding me, so he is not a good fit for me. I want to get away from him and get a divorce.
yes. So that is the worst scenario where
Yes.
it is, and when you spoke the word divorce, Ravi, actually in marriage, in relationships, the first stage is honeymoon, then the second stage of plateau comes, and
Yes.
the third stage is where the couples start going in different direction. First, they
Yes.
go in different directions emotionally.
Yes.
So before the physical divorce comes, there is already an emotional divorce happened.
Yes.
Yeah. So you will find that initial phase, all rosy, all lovey-dovey, all goody-goody, and gradually both the people go into different directions doing their own things.
Yes.
Because it is like a mechanism wherein we want to protect ourselves. So the divorce is that, okay, I am not making peace with this person. Let me find somebody else. And many times in the presence of that other person, we are feeling inadequate. We are thinking there is something wrong, or this person doesn't love me. This person doesn't appreciate me. And now we are constantly either needing to prove that I am good enough, or I am even better than you, or I am lovable. So then we get into overcompensation,
Yes.
trying to we become people pleasers. It may not
Yes.
be only between the couples. It happens in so many relationships.
Yes.
We can become the people pleasers in the office also. आप देखेंगे हम में से कुछ लोग excess work कर रहे होते हैं, where some people will be just going to the office as if they are on a holiday.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it keeps on bothering us, but we don't take the action. We blame the external for the mess that we are feeling in our life. We
Yes.
think only when this 10% of the outside world will change that my life will be an aha moment.
Yes.
Doesn't work, because 90% is what we are concluding about ourselves.
Yes.
90% of the control is in our hands, and we miss out that point.
Yes.
And the moment we stop and ask ourselves, कि मेरी वाइफ ने या मेरे हस्बैंड ने अगर मुझे ये कहा है तो मुझे क्या लगा अपने बारे में, और अगर मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है तो क्या ये सच है क्या? The moment I allow myself to stop, take few deep breaths, क्या होता है उन क्षणों में जब हम अपने आप को सांस लेने की परमिशन देते हैं? What happens in that moment when we
Hmm.
allow ourselves to breathe is all that fog that has been created in our head just clears, because our brain needs the oxygen when there is overload of
Yes.
messages. And in
Yes.
that moment, the clarity comes and we become our adult self, whatever is our present age.
Yes.
But if we are just reacting, the brain goes into a overload of information that is known as hypnotic state. तो सड़क के ऊपर देखते हैं ना, रोड रेज हुई या किसी बात पे लोगों ने उठा के लड़ाई करना शुरू कर दिया है, दे आर ऑलरेडी इन ए हिप्नोटिक स्टेट. इफ यू गो एंड ट्राई टू इंटरवीन, वो बैट जो उनके हाथ में आपके सिर के ऊपर आ जाएगा.
Yes.
It has happened. Why? Because in that moment, the rational mind has given up. So,
Okay.
one way
So,
to do this is just in any moment, in any situation, wherever you feel that the conversation is going beyond your hands, all that you need to do is just stop and take few deep breaths. And in
yes.
that moment, so this is known as the 6-second rule. Giving yourself 6 seconds to breathe. कोई दुनिया नहीं पलट जाएगी अगर आपने 6 सेकंड में जवाब नहीं दिया तो. Nothing will change. What will change will be your response to the situation or the person.
And it will become a better situation.
Absolutely, because inside you, now you know you don't have anything to prove. We keep seeking validation from others. Why?
Yes.
Because we don't believe in ourselves. Tell me,
Yes.
if you believe in yourself, do you need approval from others? Because in that moment, whatever you are doing, you are putting your best foot forward. And for you, in that moment, that is your best foot. 10
Yes.
minutes later, you may say, oh, I wish I had done that. But in that moment, that was the best foot that you had put forward. So when we start accepting ourselves with our setbacks also, that okay, this was a slip, this happened because this was the best that my mind could think in that moment. And we say, okay, I forgive myself, there was a better choice. But what problem with us is that we don't accept ourselves with our slips. We beat ourselves worst on our backs. We want to be perfect in every situation. And that is where we don't need an external agency to find faults. We are the ones who keep on finding faults with ourselves.
Self-sabotaging belief.
Yeah. And then we expect, oh, people should do wah-wah. Not going to work. Everybody is so caught up in their own stories of life. So from whom we are expecting? They are not even available.
Yes. So we have a question, ma'am, from
Yes, please.
Urvashi.
Yes.
Urvashi Punjabi. See, Urvashi, do you want to ask yours, or
Yes,
should
that
I
will be nice.
ask on
Yeah,
your behalf?
please unmute.
Yeah. So one
Yeah,
second.
I can ask.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Urvashi.
Hi, Veena ma'am.
Hi,
Thank you for the
Urvashi.
opportunity. Hi. Yeah, so I just wanted to ask, like, how can I like heal PCOS with this therapy, or is it like I have PCOS since 2019, and with my like lifestyle changes, is everything I reversed it basically. But then again, I started working. Then it again got diagnosed with it, and due to that my weight increased and several other issues happened.
Yeah.
So,
So for your in case of PCOS, Urvashi, you will be needing the help of a therapist.
okay.
Yeah. And I can guide you to the best of the persons related to PCOS. There is a research going on, and and it's a doctor who is doing very good work in this. So
Okay.
I'll guide you about that. And
So I never took allopathy medicines. Like I have previously also taken homeopathy medicines. And right now also I'm seeing a doctor, homeopathy only. But I have no idea. Like I get very confused. It's what exact emotion is it? Sometimes I don't even know how my mood, sometimes it's lifted, it's low, it's too much of like confusion sometimes is there regarding to the dietary things and
yeah,
everything. So yeah, so any tips you can give me that can
yes.
help me, I
So
can that inculcate and that might help me as something like
yes,
that.
Urvashi, thank you for being so candid. Since you are candid, I will tell you that
Yes.
PCOS is normally related to in our experience, PCOS is linked to the entire feeling of being a woman. When we are not at peace with ourselves and we don't,
Ma'am, just for the benefit of
yes,
everyone,
Ravi.
many people would not understand, and I also don't know what is PCOS is all about. So, if you can just give a 10-20 second, just brief intro, to what is it is all about, and why it occur, and how we can heal it.
Urvashi, would you like to elaborate on it?
Yes, so I don't have much of a knowledge, so it's basically polycystic ovarian cyst, basically that is there. So because of that, its simple symptoms are there, like basically the male hormone. So in my case, it is the thing, the male hormone is more, and due to that, there is facial hairs are there, there are thick hairs, skin pigmentation, acne is there, hair loss is there, weight increases. So all these symptoms, and alongside with this issue, you also face irregular periods, painful periods. So all these issues I face.
Yeah. So Urvashi, thank you Ravi for asking the question. That is very helpful. And Urvashi, आप जो भी whatever you are experiencing, the bottom line is again, as you mentioned about the imbalance of male versus female hormones,
Yeah.
is, and we have many doctors here, and the techniques or the process is, it's a drugless therapeutic process. Non-invasive drugless therapy is hypnotherapy, wherein you will understand yourself as to being a girl. And so I'm not opening the chapter of PCOS right now, because again, since you have mentioned it so beautifully, still I will be giving you that privacy here, that it is got to do with your acceptance of yourself as a woman, mainly.
Yes.
And when we are working, we will be going deeper into beginning of that, where your mind has concluded that maybe the association is being woman is not good enough. And then the mind trying to be like a man or be like a boy, maybe a sibling in
Yeah.
your childhood has who is a boy has been given, or a cousin has been given more importance than you. And the
Yes.
child Urvashi concluded, I am less, or I am not accepted. And the struggle began.
Yes.
So what the body is showing as the hormonal imbalances has begun with certain thoughts, which are the
Yes.
limiting beliefs, which
Yes.
is creating the energy, which is creating a chain reaction in terms of the hormonal production, which is resulting in those bodily signals, excessive hair or the menstrual cycle disturbance. All those things are the byproduct of it, Urvashi. And hypnotherapy is a process where we go back to that thought which creates the problems. Because thought, if you separate yourself from it, is a thought only. It's only when you attach an emotion to it is where it becomes a positive thought or a negative thought. Make
Yes.
sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
also, I want to
uh,
add,
please
yeah,
continue.
just Urvashi, one point I want to add is, after hearing, consulting, discussing with so many clients after like 20, till 15, 20 years from till now, I have realized only one point, that most of the problem which we had, or which we had, or on the surface on the physical body, is because of some of the thought which we had experienced in the childhood. If we are able to heal our, I'm muting everyone.
Okay. Krishna,
Yeah, Veena ma'am, you can mute on yourself. Yeah. Yes. So I was saying that most of the problems happens with a thought, with the issue, with the thing that I am not good enough, or this is not happening according to my wish. And then we create a thought becomes things becomes objects, and objects become surface onto the physical body. And then we can have a tumor, we can have a cyst, we can have a gant jo like in the body, we can have a blockage in the blood flow, we can have a hypertension, we can have blood pressure, we can have diabetes. And all these problems are related to what? Due to the internal thoughts, because thoughts creates patterns, and patterns create so many issues.
Thank you, Ravi. You have simplified my work by summarizing it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions, please?
Yeah, so we have one more question, ma'am, from Arpita Mukherjee. Is can hypnotherapy helps the dementia Alzheimer patterns?
Can you put the
She's
person in the spotlight?
No, ma'am. Arpita is not available. Like she's traveling, so she is not able to come. So that's why she is sent in the chat.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to her separately. Of course, we can work, but then it is the willingness of the person and the age of the person that we need to know, like what is the stage of the dementia. Because after a certain age, the persons are comfortable living that life. So we don't just simply say that everything can work. Yes, the person should have the ability to process the information, and they should have the willingness to get control over their life. Then of course it works. And I have worked with the cases wherein it was the memory loss, and this is not some very old person. This was a lady who has been a gold medalist, and suddenly she started forgetting the things. She was in her late 40s when she approached me, and then she said, Veena, I don't know, but I am forgetting the things. And what turned out was that during her growing up years, there was a stepfather, and they were in a joint family, and some things had happened, and the mind now wanted to forget those memories.
Yes,
So that became a safety mechanism for the mind to forget. Because if you have known the people who have the hearing problems, or if you have known the people who suddenly start feeling the eyesight weakening, it does not happen overnight. It happens slowly and then suddenly, because a part of their mind is repressing that faculty which has the ability to hear, because of the reasons best known to them. It's like मुझे सुननी ही नहीं है. Anytime the person feels judged, or every time they feel that they have not been recognized or something, a part of them is saying, I don't want to hear it. And for the brain, it's a command which is going to repress. And gradually the hearing problem may happen, or the eyesight may deteriorate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, another question. Vikram, do you want to ask yourself, or should I? Do you want to ask? Do you want to come on spotlight? Yeah. So we have a question. Negative self-talk triggers misunderstandings in relationship.
Sorry, the question is not clear.
Yeah, so it's more of like a comment. Negative self-talk sometimes triggers misunderstanding in relationship.
Yeah. So can I talk to the person directly?
Yeah, why not? Yes. 1 second. Let me spotlight. Yeah, Vikram.
Yeah. Good
Hi,
evening.
Vikram. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Vinaji.
Good evening, Vikram.
Actually, I had a query that regarding the dual character. They were the hormonal imbalance. So is it related to the inner child disorder, something experiences of the inner child that the body is showing the symptoms for the past experiences that she might have experienced in the inner child, the male dominance in the family, as you have rightly spoken about. So uh, are the experiences those experiences taking over the chemical reaction imbalances?
Thank you, Vikram. Very valuable question. Thank you for asking this. पहले हम ये समझ लें what is inner child, because आपने एक बहुत technical term use की है. I would like to simplify it,
Okay.
and Ravi will be happy about it. I'm sure about it. So, as we are growing up, we go through certain events in our life.
Yes.
And when we
Right.
are going through certain events in life, let's call these events a trauma moment. And the trauma moment can be as simple as I am playing as a child, and then my mother took that, a neighborhood child came. Let's say I'm playing with a doll, and a neighborhood girl came, and my mother took my doll and said, "बांट के खेलना चाहिए. You should share your toys."
Yes.
For the child, that is a trauma. Why? Because the child has not first experienced the joy of playing with her toy,
Yes.
and she is compelled to share. Now, as you are talking about the inner child, now let's understand, for that girl child, what will be her mental state? It is like, oh, my mother loves the neighbor girl more.
Rejection. It is a,
Or it can be, I am not good enough.
yeah.
Or I am not lovable, or I am not worthy. Now, in that trauma moment, whatever conclusion that child has drawn about herself, her mind has decided something. It's like, in that moment, first the conclusion is drawn, and then you decide something about yourself.
Okay.
And that becomes the truth for the mind. So how our attitude, our personality gets created in the light of those trauma moments becomes the truth for us. And later on in our life, we keep on repeating those patterns. क्योंकि
That
हमने
is the
इसके बारे में
ma'am, that is
I'll
the
be
belief
coming to your
system,
part.
I think.
Vikram, I'll
That
be
is,
coming to your that part of the hormonal imbalances in a while.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is how we are living the life. Now, our body is the invisible mind, and the mind is the invisible body. What does it mean? Whatever we have concluded in our mind has to show up through the body. Our body is a chemical factory.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sure all of us will be aware of the term chakras.
Yeah,
So
7
there are
chakras.
7 major chakras,
Yeah.
which are related to the hormonal glands. And there are many minor chakras. So these 7 chakras are connected to the main organs in the body. Every time we are creating some negative thought about ourselves, आपने देखा होगा लोगों का पेट खराब होता है, belching होता है, खाना
Yes.
हजम नहीं होता है, we have the problems. In our stomach, the main chakra is known as solar plexus.
Yeah.
Solar plexus is the seat of the control. Whether I feel in charge of my life or whether I feel controlled by others. Based on that, this chakra is moving. It's like constantly the energy is flowing, chemicals are being produced. So whether the food will be digested or whether the food will be thrown out of the system, through vomiting or through diarrhea or any other way, it is all interlinked. And now in the moment when you were talking about the girl child feeling less, or we are creating negative thoughts about ourselves, naturally the body has to map it.
Yes.
Because body is constantly receiving the signals from the mind.
Okay.
So body will translate it into a physical reality in front of us. Why does it do that? Disease is our body's way of saying, I am not at ease. Anytime we have a pain, be it a physical pain or a mental pain, it is universe way of saying, pay attention. But we don't pay attention. Instead of taking 30 mg of Allegra, we will go to 240 mg of Allegra and still the allergies will trigger. Why? Because the thought which is causing that reaction has not been addressed. We become very comfortable in the medicine.
Okay.
And medicine is a symptomatic relief. As long as the impact of the medicine is there, life is a party. But as soon as that same thought about ourselves is generated, thought creating the emotion, every emotion is energy in motion. And if there is a negative emotion, it will create the energy which is negative in nature.
Okay.
And if we have not released that energy, that is how it comes into our physical body. The hormonal imbalance is nothing but the translation of the thought which we have created about ourselves being shown into the body, because we as humans are here to learn the learnings of our life. We were not born victims. We have made ourselves the victims of life with our thoughts.
Yes,
We were
of course,
born
yes.
free. Each one of us is born free. Each one of us is capable of fully expressing ourselves. But we shy away from expression because we think either the environment doesn't approve or there is a threat perception. That
Yes.
अगर मैंने खुल के अपनी बात की, either there is a threat of the result that may come, or there is a threat perception that people will put me down or do something. So what we do, we become the victims of our own lives. We say only if that outside person will change or the situation will change that my life will be sorted. Never going to work. Because people don't even know what we are expecting from them.
Hmm.
So what is in our control is only and only our response. And then the things begin to change.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Does it
living
answer
example
your
is in front of you.
question? Yes,
Once
Ravi.
I started to control my reactions, only
Ji.
then I got to change my life.
Yes.
Praveen ji, I will come to you. We have so
One second,
ma'am,
Ravi, 1 second, please. Vikram, does it answer your question, please?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you, ma'am.
much.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Yes,
thank
Ravi,
you,
over to
thank
you.
you, Vikram. Thank you. So, ma'am, we have many questions coming up in the chat box. We have to hurry up. So, Jatan has asked one question: Is can hypnotherapy help in healing the disappointments of career setbacks?
Oh, yes. Why not? Can I see the person, please?
Jatan, can you come on camera?
Yes,
No,
Jatan.
he has
Yes,
left.
Jatan. No, he's here.
Yes,
He's here,
he's here.
Ravi.
Okay. Oh, yes. 1 second. Let me add the spotlight. Ma'am, today's session will be going to 2 hours, I guess, the way it is going. So it will can go to 2 hours. Yeah, Jatan, please unmute yourself. Yes.
So, madam, I wanted to ask because since last couple of years, I'm facing a lot of setbacks, like not getting a opportunity, or if I get an opportunity, something getting stuck. So it is not moving. So Ravi bhai maybe knows. So I discussed with him in length. So I wanted to know whether how this can help me overcome this setbacks. I mean, how do I get? I'm like I'm using all the techniques of the self-talk and everything, but can this be an extra push to what actions I'm already taking?
Do you love yourself, Jatan?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe in yourself?
Yes, I do.
Do you really want to change your life?
Yes, I want.
So what stops you from changing your life?
Like the outcomes are not getting the.
So when the outcomes come the way they come, have you mapped those outcomes? Like क्या आपने देखा है कि the setbacks which are coming, what is your role into those setbacks? Like how you have been operating, and have you tried to rectify that reaction?
I am trying actually. The last time I didn't. I mean, I tried implementing a new technique. I tried implementing all the learnings, But then somehow things are getting stuck, it's not moving ahead.
So I have heard the word stuck 4 times in this
Yes,
conversation of 3 minutes. Okay, because your mind, and your mind means all of us, please be aware that whatever I am sharing right now with Jatan is our own story somewhere.
Yes.
When I'm talking to one person, it is not to that person, it is for benefit of everybody here.
Yes.
Yeah. So in that moment, when the things are not working, Jatan, और आपने बोल दिया मैं stuck हूं, now the mind is comfortable because mind says मैंने तो कर लिया, अभी बाहर की situation बदलनी चाहिए. And then
Yes.
we pray to that God, that invisible God, right? We say बस सामने वाली चीज चेंज हो जानी चाहिए. But you need to stop and ask, because there is nothing called failure. It's only a feedback of what is not working. It's like if your energy is high and the situation outside of you is not favorable to you, that means you need to channel your energy somewhere else, because the place where you are trying to go, that is not where you are meant to go if your energy is high, Jatan. So you have to stop and ask yourself, what makes me go into that direction only? Because if I keep on doing what I keep on doing, I will keep on getting what I keep on getting. In order
right,
for me to get something different, I need to start from a different platform.
Yes. Absolutely.
So
correct, correct,
what is it in you? You have to identify what is in you that is very comfortable in the current situation. And then once you identify, these are various parts of our personality, Jatan. We have multiple personalities. There is a person and there are personalities we have created. So there is one personality which says, oh, it happens with me. We become the bichara of life. There is another personality which says, मेरा तो किस्मत ही खराब है. And we become, and you are
Mindset.
smiling. Ravi, 1 second. Sorry. I will come
Yeah.
back to you. So now you have to identify which part of you is becoming comfortable, because your mind is manifesting the similar situations of being stuck. And I asked you, first thing is, now I'll ask you a different question. What you think is missing in you that you are not able to get that result outside? And your mind says it's only if the external changes will something change for me. So what, and missing is not something which will come from outside, Jatan. Missing
right,
is what you think is missing inside you, which needs to
right.
shift. So please answer.
So I have to change my method of approaching the next opportunity which I get.
And what is that method which you need to change?
Like presenting myself in a better way.
Okay. So why it has not worked up till now? Why you think it has not worked up till now?
Because as you said, I was using the same concepts. I was not thinking differently.
Okay. So now, do you think that by changing your way of, so what you have been thinking up till now, which is not working, Jatan?
Oh, well.
Would you be able to answer? Yeah. So we'll give him 1 more minute, Ravi. Yeah. And if you're not comfortable talking here,
Yes. 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 Yes.
we will
Now.
address it later on also. We can address it later.
No, I can talk here. So
Yeah.
basically, see what is not working is uh, my method of giving answers to questions. So exactly, I'm working on the same thing right now, the laptop.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to program my mind how to answer that question better.
Yeah. And do you think that will work?
I don't think so because
Yes. So there's something more, Jatan. And maybe I will set up a call with you and help you just penetrate into that thing.
So yes, ma'am. If you are free this week, I mean.
So Ravi will be at the end of this. We'll be talking about something, and then you can reach out to me. Thank you
Okay.
so much,
Thank
Jatin.
you so
Yeah.
much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yes, Ravi.
Thank you, Jatin. Thank you. Yeah. So yes, it's our mindset, victimhood mindset. I was also infested with that कि मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है? Why मुझे promotion नहीं मिलता? Why I am being sidelined? Why I have not been in the limelight of the people? And when I remove my expectations from myself, that I should be given this opportunity, I should be given this thing, I should be given this thing, I should get this. When I become a giver to the others, automatically I start to get everything. And on that also, we have a comment from Neeta Mohanji. Thought is a form of energy and it has a major role in creating our problems. It's not a question, it's just a comment. Okay, and we have one more question that from Rajesh ji. You said 10% is controllable and rest 90% is uncontrollable because of our past experiences. I understand that by going through the hypnotherapy, I can have a better control on my actions. So Rajesh Kapila ji has Rajesh ji, do you want to add anything? Okay. Neeta Mohan ji has said that our thoughts later on make a foundation of our belief system. Our environmental factors plays a major role in creating our belief system. In therapy, we need to probe into that. So that Neeta comment has come from Neeta Mohan ji. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Neeta ji. Yes, thank you very much. And this is Dr. Neeta Mohan, and we have Dr.
Okay.
Nayak here. Yes.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Yes.
Great,
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah. So, any other questions, Ravi?
No,
Can you unmute
can you,
Rajesh Kapila
Rajesh ji,
ji? Yeah.
1 second. Yeah, sure. Yeah, 1 second. Sure, Rajesh ji. One
Yeah. Please
second. Let me
just give
unmute
me
you.
half a minute. I'm here only.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, Rajesh ji. Rajesh ji, please unmute yourself. Yes.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, Rajesh
Yes.
ji.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. I am enjoying this session a lot so far.
Thank you.
I just wanted to have a clarification regarding you. When you started your introduction, you said 10% of the thoughts are which is there in the conscious mind, and rest 90% is because of the experiences we had in the past life. So by going through this hypnotherapy, are you trying to say that we can have much better control, like no more than 10%, we can have 80% control in the present life? Is it?
Thank you for your question, Rajesh ji.
Yeah.
What I said was that our mind is 10% is the conscious mind.
Yeah.
And 90% is the subconscious mind. It's like conscious mind is tip of the iceberg.
Right.
And deep down, we have 90%, which is not only based on the experiences of the past.
Yeah.
In our current life also, how we have grown up, right from a 1-day-old baby, and even the memory of the womb is all stored in the subconscious mind. I have many cases where they have been the breakthrough cases where something that fetus registered.
Okay.
And then that got reinforced when the child was born. And that became the story of that girl's life.
Okay.
So our mind, subconscious mind, is carrying all the experiences in two kinds of files, positive or negative files. Now, any moment when something happens in the external environment, this part of the mind, which is programmed to protect us, just takes over. Because deep down in the primitive mind, right from, I'm opening the chapter of past lives here, and I'm opening the chapter of being human here, that from the time we are becoming human, we have the survival instincts, which has come from the animal kingdom. Fight mechanism and the flight mechanism. These are the instincts for survival. For the caveman, it was the physical survival. For the modern man, it is the survival of the ego. Anytime our colleagues are saying something and we feel oh, they are putting me down, we will either fight with that thought or we will avoid the situation wherever we will feel judged. These are the instincts for survival. So when we start understanding that what the external environment is saying, it is their viewpoint. It is not about me. And how this is possible is when we are able to just stop and process that information which is coming from the outside world. But unfortunately, because our body is wired to protect us, it immediately responds. So either we will say something or our body will say something, which will create the situation where the other person will feel threatened. And this tug of war goes on. Rajesh, am I on the same page with you when you are asking me this question?
I'm able to comprehend some of the things, but then I still am not clear about that. When we say a principle of 90/10, 90% is uncontrollable, 10% is controllable. By going through this therapy, or if somehow I don't get the right response, is it because of my past experiences?
Right response as in?
In the sense, if I react differently and I don't get the positive response, or is it because of my past experience or my present? Because the other person can also have something, he must have said something to me and I react to
Yes,
that.
because
So it instant also. It cannot be because of my past experience. That is what I feel. I still am not able to understand it 100%. If say Mr. Avi is sitting here, he says something to me, I'll react. If I react, is that because of my past experience or because the way he is speaking to me?
So it is not only because of your past experiences. It is also the way he is speaking opens a file in your subconscious mind wherein that file says talking loudly is disrespectful.
Yes.
Okay. Now I get
And
it.
that is our conditioning and programming.
Okay.
Yes.
And the moment your mind filters that information as a disrespect to you,
So
is where the fight mechanism comes in.
Right.
And we react because our conscious mind is reactive mind. Because we want to win the battles. We want to prove our points. Survival mechanism. And then, actually, there is no difference between the conscious and the subconscious mind. आप आंखें बंद करेंगे, आपको जो कुछ भी है वो सब पता चलता है. But problem is that we are so much caught up into the control of that 10% that we start running the race as soon as we get up in the mornings. And we don't allow ourselves to pause and really reflect on what are we doing in our today.
Yes.
भागते चलते रहते हैं, पता नहीं है मंजिल कहाँ पर है.
Yes.
And when we reach that destination, we don't derive that kind of pleasure. It is so momentary. Whether it is an award, whether it is a position, whether it is some money or a car or a new toy, it is fleeting.
Yes.
But the moment we start connecting to ourselves and we start realizing that if I am choosing to be peaceful inside me, everything external is a metaphor.
Yes.
So is it workable? Because if my past experiences are, say, they are not good. Say, for example, I take a hypothetical example. So can I be peace with me within now? Or is it there is some exercises we do to condition our mind so that we can overcome that past experiences in our conscious mind?
Yes, sir. So ideally, if there have been certain situations which have been painful, then you need the help of the therapist.
Now, how do I know they have been painful? Because they have been when I was very young, I was in the womb, as you said, or in the past life. How do I know?
So if you don't remember it and it is not impacting you, that means it is not your story. But if in this moment, let's say you are sitting, somebody said something to you, and I ask Rajesh, what happened? You will say, oh, 10 years ago, also my friend treated me like this. Your mind will immediately connect to 10 years ago
Connect your
situation.
backs. Okay. Yeah, it happens at times.
Regression happens in the here and now. आपको उसके लिए hypnosis में जाने की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. It can happen in the now. And problem is that that part of our subconscious mind is so powerful that some person is talking to you now and your mind links it to a situation of 10 years ago, and that hurt of 10 years ago just gets added to the current situation. That is the power of the subconscious mind. If we are not into our present self with calmness, we end up reacting to people and situations, thinking that old thing is still continuing, while this may be a new person or a new situation.
The situation altogether. Yeah.
Ji.
Yes.
Does it answer your question, sir?
Yeah, most of it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the question, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. We are running out of time. It has been such a great session. And Praveen ji, you want to ask the question? Yes, just short. Please keep it short. Okay. What happened? Yeah. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, Praveen ji. Namaskar.
Thank you for VC and Vinasi and all of being that I am here and talking about the thought and the what is thought and when it arises and where it goes and when it disappears and when it come into effect, whether it is bad habit, whether it is good habit, and how can we become a thought leader of ourselves? One question.
Okay. So your one question is encompassing a lot of questions. And all I have to say is, instead of going into the origin of thought, because that will be a philosophical question. I'm here that the thought has already come. I'm starting from, because I'm not getting into the into a different dimension for the benefit of everyone who is present here. It's not about me proving my knowledge here. It's about everybody taking back something from here, and that will cause me fulfillment here. So with due respect to your question, if we are able to understand that the thoughts are coming to me, and from those thoughts, the stories that I am creating in my mind, those stories become my truth.
Yeah.
But the opposite person who is in front of me may carry their stories. Problem happens that in our environment, we try to prove to the other persons that your story is false, mine is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
But every person is a product of their situations, their circumstances, their sheer programming, their socio-economic, educational, and religious background, and the parenting that they have had. So it's a vast sea of knowledge that each one of us is carrying. But the world is so caught in wasting the energy into trying to prove the other person wrong and myself superior. It's a survival of the ego that we are playing constantly. And so much of energy gets wasted there.
Yes.
Instead of that, if we accept the other person as they are, and we have our viewpoints to the same situation, and now we create a bridge of togetherness. That what else is possible in this moment? Don't you think the world will become a better place for all of us to live in? Yeah.
Sure.
And
absolutely.
this work that I'm doing and the torch that I have been carrying all my life is for every human to discover peace within and the power within. Each one of us may be related to one another in various formats, but actually every being is coming with their purpose. And that is my mission, to be a stand for possibilities. Whosoever chooses to find who they are and what exactly they want to do with their life, because there are infinite possibilities. But are we going to waste our energy, or we are going to channel our energy in one direction, because it is our mind which has that power. It's like when we have a focused awareness, there are infinite possibilities. And problem is
Yes.
we don't focus. Problem is that our focus is so scattered, our mind runs in 10 different directions. And
Yes.
then we say, oh, I did not crack this deal, or I did not manifest this thing. But that crystalline focus is not there. We are like stones. We are not crystals. And the purpose of this work is to be the crystals.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Only one second question. Other behaviors can compel us to dwell in depression. How can we respond with others' behaviors to come out of depression?
So, what is depression?
Yeah.
Depression is a state where we are neither able to fight nor we are able to avoid the situation or run away from it. And then the mind goes into a downward spiral of energy, which is known as depression.
Depression.
So it is a state where we don't know what to do. Just a while ago, Jatan was using the word stuck.
Stuck. Yeah.
Or the mind goes into a freeze mode.
Yeah.
Because it does not know how to operate. So we need to really ask ourselves, what am I trying to prove? What is it that I want to do? Do I need to prove? And why I need to prove? Because the need to prove comes when we think there is something missing in us, which we are trying to prove to the outside world. If I feel powerless, I will try to prove to the others that I'm very powerful. I'll pick up the fight at the smallest of the occasion. But if I know my power is inside me, I will become calm. Because I don't have to prove anything.
Thank you.
Ji. Thank
Very,
you.
very thank you to me and all, and Binaji and Raviji, that who provide me an opportunity to ask the very good question. What is thought? It came arises again and again in my mind, so I asked it.
Ji,
Thank you,
so much.
Praveen ji. Thank you so much. Thank you for. So, ma'am, it was a marathon session of. We have like it's been 1 hour 15 minutes. We are continuously talking and talking and talking. So, guys, I had told you that. One or two couple of announcements I want to make. So many people are not have joined the community. So I have posted the link of a WhatsApp community. So if you want, like I run a Path to Abundance community. So if you want to part of the personal finance transformation and you want to part of that movement, then you can join that community where I constantly share my important updates on personal finance and how you can manage your personal finance in a better manner. Also, we have a special gift from you for you. So Veena ma'am has agreed to do a free 15-minute one-to-one session with you. So you have get the golden nuggets that what she can do in a group session, what she can do pure magic in those 15 minutes with you. Please, if you have if you want to have that 15-minute one-to-one session, then I am sharing the link for you to register on that, and you can fill that form and register for the one-to-one. Okay, ma'am, thank you. We have come to the end of the session, and any final comments, anything which you want to say, you want to tell people, some golden nuggets?
So what I would like to thank you, Ravi, for sharing the form. And my request to each one of you is to please fill that form. It will help you stay connected, because my firm belief is that you are not here by chance.
Yes.
Of all the things you could have done on a Sunday evening, you have chosen to be here. And I feel it is a divine grace. So make use of this opportunity to connect to me, and maybe something more will come out for you, for your own life. And about yourselves, it's a journey which has just begun, because
Yes.
nobody speaks to a hypnotherapist by chance. This is my firm belief. because I entered into a field of hypnotherapy not by chance. This was my biggest discovery. And once I found my answers, I discovered that possibility exists for everybody. And that is where I'm coming from, the space. You don't have to take the sessions. All that you
Yes.
need to do is getting this art of connecting to yourself, because the mind plays the games. In order to protect ourselves, we have various personalities. There will be a fighter, there will be a rebel, there will be a, I will prove it to the world, various parts of us. But the moment you start connecting to yourself, I wish we had the time today, and I'm sorry for overshooting the time. I got into the flow and I did not keep the track of the time.
No
At the
worries,
same
ma'am.
time, I appreciate that the questions were very, very valuable and I could not have missed them. So we have the ways, and maybe another time, another situation, I will be able to share something more based on the request that you will be putting forward.
Yes,
To
yes,
have
yes,
more, maybe
absolutely.
I will be sharing more insights about the inner child work, about the past life regression, about the gestalt therapy, and many more modalities that I have learned and successfully used in various cases. And that will
Sure.
give you an opening into your own lives. And I'm a marriage educator also. I specialize in the couples relationships. My husband being on the screen, I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
So
Yes.
let's welcome Shrikant sir as well. One second, let me welcome him as well, and let's have a one 1 minute conversation. How it has been a wonderful relation. सर श्रीकांत सर आपको मौका मिल रहा है इस टाइम पे थोड़ी सी कंप्लेन करने का.
Good evening to you all.
And just to inform everyone who are still in the call and who has not left, Shrikant sir is a flying like you are sir from Air Force,
Triple
right?
seven.
No. I was a
Yes.
777 captain.
Wow.
I'm
Amazing.
retired now.
And you are retired and you are running your own flying school, right? Right?
No. I advise. I do the consultancy in aviation. Plus, I
Wow.
do the stock market trading. Specialize in the bank
Yes.
Nifty.
Yes. So, Shrikant sir, how has been your journey with Venom until now?
Yeah, my hairs are still black and still there. That shows.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And she keeps me young. I don't look like a 65.
Yes. So आपकी आपकी
Is it all?
यंगर जनरे लाइक आपकी यंग एज का रीजन आज हमारे को पता चल गया. Yes.
So each marriage has its own challenges, Ravi. We all know it, those who are married here.
Yes.
But
Yes.
but if there is deep love,
Yes.
and if there is a desire to really look within and introspect, then there is a possibility of creating that bridge of love over and over again.
Yes.
If we get into the blame game,
Hmm.
then it's not going to work. And that is, we are married for 35 years, Ravi.
Oh my God.
So it's, and every marriage, because it's a process of growing together. Every
Hmm.
marriage goes through its own challenges.
Hmm.
Yet keeping that line of communication open, because what happens so in relationships, there are various reasons. Another time we'll be talking about marriage and relationships. So communication is the key. If we keep that line of communication open, then there is possibility of bridging the gaps. If
Yes.
we shut off, we say my way or highway, it doesn't work. So these cold scenarios also come because of certain reasons, because it's like slowly and then suddenly. Kavit is here and he would know and he will laugh about what I'm saying, because this is our latest discovery through the latest program we have done together, is that things appear suddenly, but actually they were happening over a long period of time, and then we get impacted and then it is shown to the outside world. And I'm blessed to have a husband who has been on his inner journey. At the same time, he has been a constant support for me to discover myself. And we know it that this togetherness is not by chance. There is a
Yes.
higher purpose to that. And each one of us is trying to fulfill that bigger purpose of our lives while we are holding our togetherness there.
Yes.
And that is our key strength. Thank you so much for inquiring. And thank you, Shri, for listening. And for each
Thank you,
one of
Shrikant
you
sir.
for being here. Yes.
You want to add anything? Last 30 seconds.
We husbands, we always good listener, you know.
Yes, 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 yes. Right. Thank you, Shrikant sir. Thank you. So, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for being on this show, and it was a lovely pleasure. It was like 1 hour 21 minutes to be precise till now, and we have so many people still with us on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Facebook, which are watching live on that platform, and we are on here on Zoom as well. We have so many people. So I thought that we will be able to wrap it up in 1 hour, maximum 40 45 minutes. And he was keep on asking that, please give me the question, what will be the flow? Ma'am, just go with the flow. We don't have any question. Let's just disclose, like just discover, and let's discuss, and it will happen automatically. And I'm glad it gone so well, and lots of people have gone so much of value, and we have some like 4 people have already filled the form as well. So thank you, Vikram. Thank you, Praveen ji. Thank you, Urushi, and thank you. One more person has okay, Vishu. Yeah, Vishu. So I will be connecting you with Veena ma'am. And thanks so much. Thank you, ma'am. Any last 10 seconds comment?
Yeah, just life is a game also. Don't
Yes.
take it too seriously. Because in
Yes.
the process of discovering what life is, actually the life is going by simultaneously. This is
Yes.
what I discovered. I'm 60 now.
Wow.
And then I
And you don't look like
realized,
60.
thank you so much, because I don't feel like 60. Age is
Yes.
only a number for me, Ravi, now.
Yes.
So I
Absolutely.
discovered that all our life, we keep on feeling that, oh my God, I have to do this, I have to get this, I have to do this. And simultaneously, life is also happening. It's like things are happening, events are happening in our life while we are running towards something outside goals, outside ambitions, and then we see the family slipping by from our hands. So it's happening simultaneously. The moment we start understanding that life is nothing, it's only what we are creating out of it that becomes our truth.
Yes.
And we allow ourselves to relax and take it easy. And also a very important take back home, if you all would like to, is start listening.
अभी श्रीकांत सर ने बोला
We,
कि start listening.
we listen to answer. We listen because we think the other person needs to hear an answer. No. Start listening just to absorb and allow the other person to express themselves, because in your listening, they discover something for themselves. And in your listening, they feel heard. And that is where we create the moments of togetherness. Otherwise, it's constantly a to and fro. Action, reaction, constantly happening, and those moments are lost. We are not even listening. So if one thing that you can take from here is improve your ability to listen and then absorb. And this was my discovery a few years ago. And of course, these are huge stories. My husband will speak about it at another time, because he always used to tell me, you don't listen. And then and I did the full NLP program because I was feeling so flawed and I really wanted to know what goes missing. And it was few years ago where I discovered what are the components of listening. And from there on, my listening has improved and changed. Of course, I am a human. There are still slips. I end up reacting or responding in between. We all are the products of imperfections. But the more you listen, the more you are allowing the other person the space to express. And then they create something and they feel so fulfilled. And when they are fulfilled, the love flows because now they want to listen to you 100%. And the relationship automatically improves.
Yes.
So this is my last piece of sharing with you. Thank you so much for listening.
And thank you so much, Veena ma'am, for enlightening us with your insights and with your golden nuggets. And I'm sure whoever will be listening to this podcast later on also will be so much. It is a pure like nectar, pure love, and pure. I don't have any words to say कि आपने जो जो चीजें बताई हैं अभी इस सेशन के अंदर, इट्स इफ पीपल स्टार्ट टू इम्प्लीमेंट देम इन द लाइफ, then they will not be remain the same. So, and again, as always, I always request everyone, whoever watching this podcast, whoever is listening to this, please start taking action and stop living life on autopilot. We are going in the morning to the office, coming back, having dinner, and then going to sleep. Please change this schedule. ये काम नहीं करेगा आपके लिए. It will not work for you. Start having a purposeful life with you. Start having a life where you are taking constant actions, whether it is related to personal, professional, financial or emotional. पैसे को कैसे कमाना है वो हमें पता है. How we have to earn the money, we know it. But how to manage the money and how to manage the money better, we don't know. हमें स्कूल में, कॉलेज में, ऑफिस में, everywhere we have been taught how to earn money better. But we have not been taught how to manage it better, how to make money for money, and how to make passive money so big that it can cover our daily expenses. With this thought, and just to add, if anyone has any question related to money management, wealth acceleration, then please let me know. I will be more than happy to help you. And with this thought, let's conclude this session.
Let me offer my gratitude to you, Ravi. You have been an amazing host and you connect it very beautifully. That is your power. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you. So let's have a pick. Let's have a pick. 1 second. Guys can all come on the camera and let's have a pick. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1 second. So we had 25 people in Zoom and 7 to 8 people on LinkedIn and 5 to 6 people on YouTube as well. So it was a wonderful session, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining. And with this thought, thank you all who have joined. And let's conclude. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. And nice to see the faces. Love it all.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on the screens. That makes my evening. Thank you so much.